Contrast again. And today, guys, first up, I'm not going to mention why I haven't done a video in a while, because I think it's quite obvious, based on all the YouTube drama that's been going on lately. So I'm not going to mention, it's quite obvious, I'm in that situation right now, like a lot of other YouTubers, but that's what I'm going to mention now. I'm not going to go into detail about why I've not made a video in a while. But the topic I'm going to talk about today, because right now I'm doing a talk video. And this topic, I just want to talk about because I come to a realization about something. Or, not a realization, I came to a theory, no, how to put it. I've come into a sort of a mindset right now of some strange learning connection. Well, it's not strange, it's actually quite logical if you think about it. Like, what I'm going to talk about, and let's just get into it. This motivates me to talk right now, and I have to talk about it. I have to talk about it, not through a comment from other YouTube videos. I actually have to talk about it via video, because you need to see it from my mouth, you need to see it from me right now, because I feel like this is something that we as a human beings should be fucking learning about. Now, the subject I want to talk about is obviously with the entire situation with Vic Mingona. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. I'm not very good at names, obviously people should be aware of, but Vic Mingona, yeah, I'm doing right now about him. I'm doing a video about him, which you can tell from the title, but there's also another thing in the title which you can tell. I'm also going to talk about Rise of the Shield Hero and a connection that these two, both the anime and the Vic Mingona situation has right now. Now, first up, I'm not saying, I'm being directly with you guys right now. I am not saying there is a direct connection. There is no direct connection. These two situations have nothing to do with each other. The Vic Mingona situation and the anime right now of Rise of the Shield Hero, or even the entire series of Rise of the Shield Hero, has nothing to do with the Vic Mingona situation. Has nothing to do. And this is when I bring out the word learning. A learning situation. A learning connection. This is a connection I mean. Not the connection between the series and the Vic Mingona situation, but more what we're learning right now from the Rise of the Shield Hero, for what we can actually learn right now with the Vic Mingona situation. Now, why am I bringing this connection up? Why am I saying there is a form of connection that's going on? And again, it's not a direct connection, it's more with a learning aspect. Or accusing someone. And the reason why, the situation with Vic Mingona, his accusement, isn't it oddly similar to the accusement that the main male character, I think that's his name, that he has right now with Malty, I think that's her name, the accusement that Malty did to Nafumi. No, one major difference, I'm gonna say, one major difference between this and obviously Vic Mingona situation is that we all know the situation between Nafumi and Malty. We all know what she said is pulled out of her ass. She's talking goddamn shit. It's not even true. We all aware of that. We are all fucking aware of it. And that is the biggest difference between the Vic Mingona situation and with the situation between Nafumi and Malty. Well, Malty accused Nafumi of being rape and stuff. That's the biggest major difference. we real life people have got the information knowing that Nafumi is not guilty. He's not guilty. But that's the thing. In the world of Rise of the Shield Hero, no one knows if it's true or false. No one knows, because there's no evidence, there's no full-out proof. All there is mouth and word. There is no video evidence or any form of physical evidence right now that is right out there to accuse him of... Well, there's no proper confirmance that he committed this crime. That is actually true fact. There is no... in the anime, there is nothing like that. All the people got going on is her word and a bit of underwear they found of hers that she'd obviously planted to accuse him of this crime. But in a way, that's the only evidence they have to go on, and especially about the worlding that Rise of the Shield Hero is set in, and obviously the mindset of people in those world, medieval fantasy realm, which Rise of the Hero is set in, medieval. How do you think judgment? How do you think judgment, the justice system? How do you think justice back then worked? It worked bad. It worked very bad. Bribery and stuff like that was going on. But there's one thing that we all know they all agree on, and that is word of mouth. Most people rely more on word and mouth than actually physical evidence. And because of that word of mouth, people will believe instantly once they hear something connecting, this crime happened, you're accused, you did it. They start going on that. But that's the thing. That's the thing. That is something that was done back then because there was not really anything that we could do to fully justify the situation. We either have to believe it or not to believe it. We have to make God believe it. That is the kind of thing we had to do back then. We couldn't do anything. Human beings, especially in this world of Rise of the Shield Hero, they can't really do anything. Except magic, obviously. There is magic, so that's got something, but most ordinary people, which these people are, they're ordinary people, they don't have magic or anything like that. Majority of them don't. Especially in the royal family, they don't. And obviously, they had to do that situation like we did back in our medieval time periods. They had to do that. And it was the only way of back then how to do justice. This day and age is a lot different. We can actually now bring down a good enough evidence, proof, physical conclusion if this actual event that a person got accused of actually happened. We can do our justice systems these days are more fair, more proof, though again, depending on which country you live in, which right now the situation going with victim harm right now is America. If you really compare both the British and the American justice system, the British system is better. There is no denying the situation right now. The British system is a bit better, a bit. Not the best, mind you, but compared to the American and the British system, Britain has a better justice system than America does. But they're similar. They're still similar of how they do things. The evidence, the way we do things is still similar, but there's also some slight difference at the same time. Now, that's the thing. Right now, it's not gone to court. From information I have known so far, this situation with Mingona has not gone to court. And it's quite normal, anybody in this form of medium, even if it's not been got to court, if you got accused for it, your life is ruined. You will end up, a lot of companies will make sure you're not getting involved anymore. And right now, technically, that's what happened to Nafumi. Even though it's not related to the industry or anything, Nafumi right now, there's hardly anything he can do. It's a very small things, small jobs he can do right now. without the accusement, even with the accusement of him being a criminal going on around, his life is ruined. His life got ruined just from the accusation. Not because of the proof he's done it, it's just from the accusation. His life got ruined instantly. He got accused for it. Not for either being proven guilty or innocent. It's once he got accused of it. Once that happened, woo! His life is over. And that's what happened to Mingona right now. His situation right now is not in court case from the information I've got so far on Mingona. From other YouTube videos, from other articles I've fucking read about the situation. This situation with him has not gone to court yet. Still, his life has got ruined. His life got ruined because of the accusation. Now, again, I'm not defending him. I'm remaining neutral. I'm giving points to situations that could help him, but again can also be brought against him. Now, I have no idea if he actually committed or not. Though, he has stated that he is touchy-feely, but in his side, he says it's more to be kind. He's a hugger. He's someone who does it because he's a kind person. He does it, like, if you see his videos or his confidence about it, you know what he means by it. But again, most of us might not believe him, or some of us will believe him like that. It depends on how you see it. Me, again, I'm being neutral. I don't fully know. And right now, the voice actors, like, the voice actor, Bulma, she came out with a situation with, oh, he did this to me and stuff like that. Like, again, I'm not going to go into exact details. If you really want to find all this information yourself, I recommend go right ahead if you want to. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Just remain neutral. In my personal opinion, just stay neutral. Don't go accuse anyone. Don't go on anyone's side. Just stay fucking neutral. That's what I'm going to say right now. Just stay fucking neutral, please. Because if you don't have any information and you actually really are not involved at all in this situation, just stay fucking neutral and don't pick a side. Because this, again, is personal between Mingona and the actual victims' families, friends that have connections to Mingona. These are the people that should be involved. That's it. But let's go back to the connection between with Mingona situation with the Rise of the Shield Hero. The situation between Naofumi and Mingona is strangely similar. Their lives got ruined because of the accusation between their said crimes. And in Naofumi's world, the Rise of the Shield Hero's world, the people in that world don't actually have any proper evidence, except for the people, again, who are actually involved. The people who are outside of this actual situation instantly accuses him because they all, oh, what in the mouth? Yeah, yo, what in the mouth? That's what's happening right now in our world with the Mingona situation. Most of us are believing just from fucking words people are saying. No evidence. Just words. Just fucking words. And it just got me to the realization that have we humans not fucking learned anything from our past? Because what the setting in Rise of the Shield Hero is medieval. Fantasy medieval, to be more exact, but still medieval. Medieval, guys. Medieval. And based on the British side of things, medieval has been, in the British side, been around for a fucking long time. And it was years ago. The easiest date I can go back to is 1066. And I'm going to mention this. I am a big fan of history. I love learning history. Especially about my own bloodline. Really? Yes, true. This is what actually made me to be liking History Month. By learning my bloodline. who I'm related to, people I knew without going to do massive research, but I learned from school and stuff, finding out I was related to these certain peoples. William the Conqueror, first up. He's one of my great-grandfathers, which, mind you, half of the British population is related to the royal family. Half! If you're a British citizen who's been around, I'd say as long as 1700s, the early 1700s, mind you. If you've been around, if your bloodline has been in this country for that long, there is a high guaranteed that you have got some royal blood descendantry in you from your ancestor. Like, if you got to trace back that far enough, and your bloodline has still been staying in Britain, even at that point, there is, and you can notice that it keeps going further back into Britain's historical standpoint. Like in my case, we find out, you will find out there's a high possibility you're related to nobility/royalty. In my case, I end up being in that situation. My mum done her ancestry. She done her ancestry. And I done my ancestry. We share the same DNA. And I went on the website known as Ancestry DNA. AncestryDNA.co.uk. I went on their website. I did a subscription. And I got my results. I should show it to you guys. Let me get back up. And by the way, this obviously you should know, guys. I don't edit my videos. Because, unfortunately, my computer's shit. So that means all this is, right now, real. I'm not doing any editing. I'm going to show you guys something. Let's see. Get down here. Ba-da-ba-da. Search we go. Let's see. And DNA. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Let's see, let's see if you guys can see this. As you guys can tell, this is my ancestry results. These are my ancestry results. And I never done a video about this. Actually, at one point I wanted to do a video about it, but I didn't. So I just didn't. I done a DNA result. I done a result. My mum also done this. Well, actually done her family tree side of things more than I did. I just want to know I just want to have records of my DNA on there. I just want to do that. And my mum, like I said, when she done hers, we come out as parent-child. First up, like matches. I'm going matches. Go on matches. Let's see, back to DNA. Go to DNA matches, view matches. First top section. If you guys can see that. First top section, my mum. That means, just to get you all out there, yes. Before anybody starts disbelieving anything, yes, related. There. I actually got similar results as I do, so I can say this complete fact. So, let's get into the situation right now. It means, because of what she told me, I know my history. I'm not a historian, but I do know a good amount. From my mum, from the personal research I have done, and what she has done in research, and who we found out we're related to, we found out we got royal descendantry. And that was one big shocker. Like, I know this has my side of things has nothing to do with the situation with Mingona and the connection having with Rise of Shield Hero. The reason why I'm explaining this is because I'm trying to explain the situation with them by involving what I know to make it easy for you guys to believe me what I'm saying, because I don't want any information lost. And it makes it easier if I showed you I know what I'm talking about by explaining why I know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, but Anyway, I got royal descent rate, and as true fact, half of the British population has got royal descent rate in them. So if you're a British citizen who's been around for, got that high population of DNA, who's been around for this long, 1066 period, like all that time, or like long period of time, you are higher potential of high royal nobility descent. So that's one thing I need to mention out there. But now, because of finding all that out, from when I was younger, mainly because I started mainly looking into it, I was like in year 7. Well, I started that in year 7. All this research about nobility and stuff like that. And I just recently done my DNA results here. But because I actually research my own bloodline, I've been doing that since I was in year 7. Since I was 11, 12 years old. Mind you. So I've done a lot of historical research. And I found a lot of interesting facts about my family and bloodline. And one thing, the justice system. The justice system about how the fucking justice system worked back then. And how people, then, how it was like for them to be accused for a crime that either they did commit or did not commit. And one thing all they had in common, either they did or did not commit it, just from word of mouth, people were accusing them. The saying of innocent until proven guilty, that wasn't around. Now we're in a day and age when it is around. That is justified. We all should be innocent until we're proven guilty. We all should be innocent until we got proven we are guilty. Problem is, looks like with the situation with Mingona and Han, no one's obeying by that rule. No one is. Hardly anyone is. They're all just picking sides. People are instantly believing he's innocent or he's saying he is guilty. They're not saying why. At least give us a reason why. But anyway, back to the... But that's the thing. This is the lesson I want to give out to you guys, people. The lesson is... we should go by that standpoint. Innocent until proven guilty, and only that. We're not in the Middle fucking Ages anymore. We have got technology in this fucking day and age where that can prove or not prove situation with what's going on right now with Mingona and Han. And other situations similar to it, as I said, similar with the Rise of the Shield Hero, with Nafumi. His situation is similar to that with Mingona and Han. That is the only reason why I'm said in the title similar connections between Mingona and Han and the Rise of the Shield Hero. That is the only reason why I said in the title, because in a way it's some form of clickbait to make it easy, guys, bring you in so I can talk about you guys the actual situation I really want to talk about. Because again, it's somewhat true, but it's not really the majority. It's easy to bring it out because it's something I have to talk about. The Rise of the Shield Hero already has a bad rep because of the SJW accused it for something that, again, is fucking fiction. It's not fucking real, goddammit. But as it's not real, we can easily learn shit from something that's not real, can't we? Why? Because even though it's not real, it's something that could and can happen in real life. The situation with Nafumi right now. That's something that he's going through that can actually happen in goddamn real life. Even though the actual events that's going on doesn't affect anyone in real life, it doesn't. What does happen in the story can also happen in real life. And the situation with Mingona and Han is oddly similar to the situation that's going on right now in Rise of the Shield Hero. That's the thing I wanted to mention right here. The connection is, there's something we need to learn from these situations. And that is the saying of innocent until proven guilty. And knowing we're not fucking middle-aged people anymore. We're not in the middle age. We're not in a time period where we don't know goddamn shit. There are loads of ways to prove an innocence and guiltiness. We're in that time period now. And people should start fucking believing this shit. So I'm raging. I feel like the situation with Victim and Han has blown out of proportion. I'm also still bit pissed off what Rise of the Shield Hero got accused of. But that is not the main reason why I'm pissed off. The pissed off part is people complaining. People taking sides. People who are not even involved. People are even accusing other people from having their opinion. I'm starting to fucking hate this. People, we're not involved. We're not involved. The only people that are involved are victims, the accusers, and the people who personally know these people. These are the people involved. No one outside of it has no reason to talk about. And what about our fans? We're actually outside. We fans, unless you actually met the person, we're outside. We're outsiders. We have no right to talk about this. And I have no right to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about it so make sure you guys don't fucking talk about it. Information about it is going on, it's true. That's alright. Bring out news. Bring out news. News about it is fine. Because it makes sure, okay, this has been going on. But we should not be picking sides. Has never ever said in any of these news reports, any of this information that's going on right now, has never been said we should pick a side. All they did, all of these news things have done, is tell us this is what's going on right now, and now you're at least aware of it, and possibly prepare to know about what else is going on. But we should not be choosing a side. The only time we should be choosing a fucking side if, like, a war is going on. Or politics. Those are the only times we should be picking sides. A war or politics. That is the only times we should be picking sides. That has, in the end, has nothing personally to do with us outsiders. Nothing else. Nothing else. That's it. Because in the end of... And that's really it. And again, the connection between Rise of the Shield Hero and Victim and Han's situation, again, it's nothing to do with the series having connections to Victim and Han's situation. It's with the situation that's going on with the Rise of the Shield Hero, the actual series, is similarly happening to the situation with Victim and Han. Again, the similarities are that the people in the world of the Rise of the Shield Hero, the people in that world, don't know. They're like us. They're like us. We don't know the full situation. We don't know which is true or right. We have no anything, but it's happening by word of mouth. They believe it because it's word of mouth. And that's what's happening right now with fucking the Victim and Han situation. Ugh. Again, this is the lesson I want people to learn from both the Victim and the Han situation and the rise of the Shield Hero situation with Nafumi and Melty. And yeah. The lesson I want people to learn about is that outsiders, fans, stay out of it. Stay out of it. This will be the last time I'll be ever talking about it. It's alright if I bring out news. I'll admit that. I might bring out news, maybe. But that's only news. Nothing else. I'm not picking sides. I'm just going to bring out news. If I ever do that. And same about other channels. It's alright for them to bring out news. But they should not be accused for picking sides, because they have not picked sides. If they ever said they were picking a side, they would say so. Trust me, all these people get accused for either being a Nazi because they're maybe somewhat defending Vicky Minahan, or accusing Vicky Minahan, or they had all that going on. They have never stated they're on someone's side. They're only stating facts, so it could be true or false, or that's all that's been going on. They never said anything. They never said anything. They have never said that they fully believe it or not. All they said is their personal opinion. And majority of them are actually neutral opinions. Mind you, most of them are neutral. That's the thing. The lesson I want is, humans, we humans, we have learnt and evolved. Now, we're not people from the Middle Ages anymore. Learn that now, please. Especially no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it because that could easily cause another controversial situation. If I say something that's connected to a country, I know people are gonna end up being hateful straight away. Just me saying it. So that's all I really gotta say. But pretty much, don't pick a side. Wait until the actual information comes out that he's been proven guilty or not. Just stay out of it. Just stay everything out of this. Remain neutral. Have maybe a slight opinion, but don't say it. Don't accuse anyone. Please. That's the lesson I want you to learn from this situation, both from the Rise of the Shield Hero and also from the Vicky Minahan situation. This is the lesson I want you guys to learn. Stay neutral. And at the same time, understand we're in a day and age where it's a lot better now than the Middle Ages. We're not from the Middle Ages anymore. So anything that's said that is similar to the Middle Ages, how we were done in the Middle Ages, is bullcrap. Word of mouth now is only a small information. It's never the 100% information. At most, it's only 10%. Yeah, word of mouth is only 10%. It's actual physical proof that can either be falsified or be truthful. That's the only proofs right now in our generation of people right now can get, which is a lot better than what it was like back in those days, which they had to rely on word of mouth and God or any other holy being you believe in. That's something I just want people to learn about. We're in a day and age where we've learned from medieval mistakes, or Saxon mistakes, or ancient people mistakes. We've learned from that shit, please. We learned that religion has nothing to do with someone getting accusement. Your religion doesn't mean you're accused for something. Religion is your personal side of things. It's another thing people are noticed people accusing, like, all that going on. People, religion doesn't define justice. Word of mouth doesn't define justice. Just ordinary evidence doesn't justify justice. It's all of them combined together that defines justice. Once it all come together, that is when justice is done. It's not just from one of these situations. It's not just from one religion. It's not just from one. word of mouth. It's not just from one physical evidence. It has to be everything. If everything is here, if it's all the information that is available that's here, it's here. That's the only way to prove that this either happened or not. That should be the only thing. Not just one thing. If that one thing is the only evidence, and they can't come up with anything else, then they will have to defy based on that judgment, because again, it still happened, the accusation still happened. The problem is, as it happened, we have no idea if it's fully truth or not. And that's when we might have to follow some of our older traditions. But at least it will go through the justifiable means to see if they can gather any more information. If they couldn't, then it will have to go based on the information they got. Which is fine. Even if it ends up being not true in the end. It was the only information at the time that was available, and it had to be done as just quick as possible, because if it doesn't get done as quick as possible, it can get worse. It can easily get worse. Or better. 9 out of 10 it can get worse. None of this, no information. That's the information I just want to get you guys out there. The lesson I want you to learn from both Naofumi Melty Rising Hero situation with the Victim Hunt situation. Word of mouth. We're not medieval anymore. We're not medieval. We've got freaking proof now. We've got technology that can prove shit now. We got a justice system that is a lot better than it was back then. Companies, fine. Companies, other companies, you're fine. You can do what you want. It makes sense. You don't want to have anything that controversial, because once something controversial happens, you don't want it to be branded into your company. That's fine. That's fine. Even though there's no proof or anything, it's there. You don't want anything to have any bad reputation, so that makes sense. It's a company business. It's a business. That's fine. When it's not business, yeah, you have no right. You have no reason to do anything. Just stay neutral. Just stay out of the shit. Just stay out of the shit. That's all I can say. Just remain neutral. Don't pick a side. Us outsiders, don't pick a side. I'm not on anyone's side in the Victim Hunt situation. I'm on, when it comes to Rising Hero thing, I'm on Naofumi's side. That's quite obvious because we actually got the information. But when it comes to, if I was back then, if I was in his actual world and I don't know any information about him, I personally would stay neutral still. Because, okay, word of mouth, where's the actual evidence? I want to see it. That's the kind of person I am. Once I hear an accusation, I want to know what's going on. Is there any proof? Is there any... I'm that kind of person. I don't believe in accusations until I see proper proof, info, and I went to court and been proven guilty. Unless there is some form of defined, confirming, instant evidence. I don't pick a side until that happens. Until all that comes to me, I don't pick a side. That's why on the Victim Hunt situation, I'm on none of their side. The said victims, and the accuser, and the person who got accused for it. I'm not on their side. I'm not on Victim Hunt side. I'm not on the said victim's side. I'm not on any of their sides. I am not on any of their sides. I remain neutral. That's all I'm going to say right now. Now, I know there's immigrant people watching this. I know there are people out here who are not going to give a fuck about what I'm saying. And especially if they have not watched this part either, they more just start commenting straight away. I know they're there. I know you're there. I know you're there. But this just proves my point. These people don't believe these shit. Don't believe these people. These trolls, the arrogant people. Don't go right. Just don't. Don't believe them. Actually, right now, I don't even believe people dislike my video or anything. I don't believe them. Because I've noticed, I even checked my comments and stuff. Most of the people that put bad comments are trolls. Are trolls. I've done it. And there have been a one time an account that actually did an offensive video of me. Because they're trolls, by the way. They're trolls. They did an offensive video about me. But guess what? I got them banned. Or other people helped me to get them banned. Which I'm glad for that. But it just shows you something. I know the YouTube world. I know the internet world. I have now got to the point that if I ever see any form of bad comments, until I see a proper fact, I'll just think, these are trolls. Though, if I see it continuously, I'll admit, like, it's bad, it needs improvement, or it needs to be sorted. That is the kind of person I am. That's the truth. But only as being a small channel, and who I definitely know watch my videos quite often, trolls. I have found out it's mostly trolls that are watching my videos. Bit disappointing, but it's the true fact. It's a true fact. I checked. I've done information. They're trolls. I'm a bit disappointed about, but that is truth. That is the goddamn truth. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about that a little bit there. But yeah, because of the situation with the Mingona Han and the connection I'm saying between it and the situation going on with the Rise of Shield Hero, there's no direct connection. It's just with the situations going on now for me, and the situation with Mingona Han is fucking similar, and there is something we can learn from both sides, both accusers, both situations, because they're oddly similar, but again, different, no direct connection at all. That's something we can all learn from these things. Situations. That's all I've got to say. And that's all I'm really going to say. Anyway guys, that's my video. I'm not going to give my outro. I'm not going to say my outro because I just want to make this a serious video. So, all I'm going to say, bye. Have a good day. And if you at least got a brain, an understanding what the hell's going on, or understand what I'm going through, just do that. Stay neutral, please. You have nothing involved. If you got a brain. If you do have a brain. Sorry that's offensive, but that is true. Because people should be aware of this by now. Trolls, they don't have any brains. Trolls don't have brains. You trolls down there in the comments. You don't have any brains. You're dumb. Sorry, but it's truth. Because you make things worse. You never make things better. The actual people who do dislike, fine. Without opinion. If you actually do dislike it, you actually dislike it. That's your opinion. And I admit, and you can stick with that. That's your side of things. Just, if you do actually have a brain, and you truly, honestly believe in a certain situation, go right for it. But most, especially with the situation with Mingona Han, stay neutral. Learn from the Mingona Han situation, and maybe learn what I said, the connection between this and Rise of the Shield Hero. Learn from these situations because they're oddly similar. Which is weird. But this came around more often because of... This came around that point where Rise of the Shield Hero came out. Because from the information I've learnt, most people have not talked about this video until maybe just before the Rise of the Shield anime came out. Which is weird. It's weird that this happened. This information that's coming out happening during the point before, just before or after the events of what's going on with Rise of the Shield Hero in the anime. Just the anime. Not the books, because obviously it's been around longer, but it's just weird it happened, but it did. And it's just a coincidence, But as is a coincidence, and as they have similar connections, similar things that's going on, it's good to learn. Because as they are happening roughly at the same time, that's a good thing, because there is info we can do to learn from. Not to be an asshole, not to accuse them being the same. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got to say. Bye, guys. Ugh.